so media, and you know when they see the I am so media, you know the saying. That's one of them ones. 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 I am so media, and you know what it's saying. That's one of them ones. 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 Yo, Prince, doing the most, hold the crown with a steady hand. Break down the game for the pros and the Betty fans. Got the podcast on the go in the second cam. So when the ball hit the floor, then I let it jam. It's the channel that they clicking and clicking and clicking again. I am so media. What up, yo? That's one of them ones. I am so media, and you know when they see the I am so media, you know the saying. That's one of them ones. 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 I am so media, and you know what it's saying. That's one of them ones. 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 Yo, 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 yo. Yo, Prince doing the muscle crown with a steady hand. Break down the game for the pros and the Betty fans. Got the podcast on the go in the second cam. So when the ball hit the floor, then I let it jam. It's the channel that they clicking and clicking and clicking again. I am so media. What up, yo? That's one of them ones.
What's good? What's good? What's goody? Appreciate y'all for being patient with the technical difficulties. Again, when you setting up these videos, man, sometimes it get a little crazy, man. So appreciate all of y'all for rocking with the boy, man. Make sure y'all lock in, man. Hey, shout out to everybody that's in the chat last 2 hours, man. Shout out to Marvin, ST, B Will, Joe Mama. Who else we had up in there? Gamble, Jabari. Shout out to Brass, Drip Guy, MJ. What's good? What's popping, man? Shout out to Skull Brain Nation. Hit me up on Instagram. What's going on, Junie? Shout out to Junie, man. Hey, appreciate y'all for rocking with the boy, man. Hey, look, when you putting these together, I want y'all to know this not easy, man. Putting these together is not easy, man. So when I'm doing these, sometimes it just, takes a little longer than expected, man. Oh man, but again, appreciate all of y'all for pulling up, rocking with the boy, man. You already know what it is. It's all love, man. Hit the like button as you come in, man. Again, we're gonna do this series. We got 15 teams. I'm gonna try to do two more today. I'm gonna try to get to two more today. If I can't, then we'll have to just run it back another time. But I'm definitely gonna try to get to like two more today. We'll see where we kind of like land at as far as timing goes, man. But hit the like button as y'all come in. In the chat, tell me how you feel about the fever, man. What's y'all thoughts on the fever? What's y'all thoughts on the fever? Tell me how y'all feel about the fever. What's y'all real and give me y'all real unedited, real concept, because I'm actually interested to know how y'all feel about the fever. I'm still not brought in yet. I'm really not. Again, and I'm trying to really give them like the benefit of the doubt. I mean, they brought back most of their team. So I'm really honestly trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't know. We'll see though, man. We'll see though. I'm iffy. I'm real iffy. Again, they had a good run last year. Caitlin Clark played damn near just half of the season. So they had a good Stephanie White here as a head coach with the Indiana Fever coming over from Connecticut Suns. The DeWanna Bonner thing was a debacle. Hey, that whole I'm you know what I'm real like eerie about how we just swept the whole DeWanna Bonner thing under the rug. Y'all don't feel that was weird? Like we moving like that actually didn't happen. Like that happened. DeWanna Bonner was on that team. I just feel like that whole thing was weird. Like we really swept that under the rug. I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. Honestly, I still ain't coming to grips with that yet. Cause we really swept that under the rug. That was a weird situation. And I don't like how we swept that under the rug. Cause honestly, for what DeWanna Bonner did in her career, they failed her. They failed her, in my opinion. What she did in her career, they failed her. But I mean, it's here and all there. It's water under the bridge. It's water under the bridge, man. I don't know. I just feel like it didn't. I just feel like that whole that honestly, to be honest, for them to make it to the semis with all that was going on with Caitlin Clark being hurt, Stephanie White in her first year, um, a lot of bench players. The season turned out okay, basically. The season turned out okay. I'm gonna give them honestly, I'm gonna give them an okay season outside of the the K Clark stuff and stuff like that. Outside of that, they had an okay season, in my opinion. I mean, how y'all feel about it? How do y'all feel the Fever ended their season last year? Before we get to the film and everything, how do y'all feel the Fever ended their season? Like, did y'all think they had like one, matter of fact, make it easy, scale of 1 to 10. How do y'all feel about the Fever season in 2025? Like, give me y'all overall assessment. Like, I really I want to know how y'all feel because at the end of the day, it's really y'all that matters more. So, tell me how y'all feel about the whole like. I'm okay with it. But give me y'all thoughts on the season. Cause I mean it is what it is, honestly. But give me y'all thoughts on the season. I wanna know how y'all feel about their season. I don't know. Scale of 1 to 10. How y'all feel about this season? Scale of 1 to 10. I'm actually interested to see. I'm actually interested to see what some of y'all say. I'm actually interested to see what some of y'all say. How do y'all feel this season? 8, 0, 6. What up, Terry? Shout out to Terry, man. What's going on, Terry? Shout out to Terry, man. What's going on? I'm actually interested. I'm actually interested. Uh 6.5, 8, unbothered. They got a C+ for me, 8.5. I mean, you gotta give them something. I mean, again, we cover the league over here, man. We don't just cover one or two teams. We try to cover the league over here. So hit the like button. We try to cover the league over here, man. What up, Dre? Shout out to Dre, man. Dre said, "Hey, Dre said a 5. Damn, Dre, you feel like that? Damn, Dre said a 5. Man, hey, Dre, hey, Dre, you harsh, man. You harsh, man. But without further ado, I just wanted to get with y'all, connect with y'all since y'all was waiting. Just wanted y'all to have a conversation with y'all since y'all was waiting on the show to start. But hit the like button, man. In the chat, appreciate my members. Just hit the like button, man. It'll go a long way. Keep in the algorithm, stuff like that. But let's get to this. Let's get to their roster. Honestly, let's get to their roster. Honestly, let's get to their roster. And see. Let's get to their roster and see, how we feel about, I mean, Let's see how we feel about their moves this offseason. I mean, um, their players under contract: Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hall, Shatori Walker Kimbrough from Atlanta, Sophie Cunningham, and Ty Harris from Dallas, who was injured most of last year. I think she only played like 8 games for Dallas or whatever like that, if I'm not mistaken. Then in their front court, you got Michaela Tipson, who I like, Monique Billings, who's quote unquote their biggest offseason signing. If you think about it, Michaela Billings is their biggest offseason signing. So we'll see about that. Maisha Hines Allen, undersized four, too slow to play the three, too small to really be efficient at the four nowadays, a little long in the two. Uh, at their five position, they got Aaliyah Boston and then backup Dantas. Rookies that came in, of course, Raven Johnson out of South Carolina with the number 10 pick, then Pesitz at number 5, at number 25, and then Jessica at number 40. Training camp invites, Trailer and McConnell. I don't see either of them making the team. I actually wasn't even going to put them on there. I don't see either of them making the actual team. Like I don't see that. Honestly, I don't see Pistons making. I think Pistons and Timmons is going to be their developmental players. I can see Raven on their active roster just for insurance purposes, help with minutes, things like that. So we'll see. We'll see. Shout out to DeMarcus for the $2 super chat. I'm ready to see Raven and Asia matchup. DeMarcus, that'll be hell for Raven. Don't ask for that. Don't ask for that no more. Don't ask for that. That'll be a bad matchup for Raven. Don't ask for that matchup no more, DeMarcus. But shout out to all of y'all, man. Yeah, AB, they still need a wing. Before we get to the videos, give me y'all thoughts on their roster. Before we get to the videos, what are y'all thoughts on their actual roster? Let me know. Give me y'all thoughts. I'm gonna leave it up here. Give me y'all thoughts on the Indiana Fever current roster. How y'all feel about it? Hey Scott, I'm just being real, man. You know me. Hey, look, I like Raven. I am a Raven fan. Anybody in the chat will tell you I've been riding for Raven Johnson all season long. I am a Raven Johnson fan. I roll with South Carolina, Dawn Staley, Raven Johnson, Camilla Cardosa. That's who I root for. I root for them kind of players, man. I root for them, man. Shout out to them, man. That's my players. Shout out to them. That's who I root for. I think I think they're going to struggle at the 4. Hey, Gamble, be cool, man. I think I think the Indiana Fever are going to struggle at the 4 position. You think about matchups like Angel, Nas Hillman, Asia at the 4, NECA and Hambies. Um Even the Azares and Camillas, they might struggle with it a little bit, even though we don't feel like they're going to be much of a formidable tandem. But I think they're going to struggle in their front court. Natasha Howard did so much to cover up Aaliyah's Boston lack of perimeter defense, lack of sliding over on pin downs, lack of cutting off lanes, that they're really going to see it this year. Natasha Howard was really an unsung hero of that team last year, and how they was able to continue to maintain the ship because she stayed healthy. She never griped. She played her role. I always felt like once the offseason comes, she would leave. So I feel like they're going to miss Natasha Howard the most out of everybody. They're going to miss her the most. Because honestly, I mean, she's the only person that really left that had an impact on this team. So we'll see. I think their front court is going to hurt. Um, I'm interested to see what their back court looks like. I think Lexi Hall and Sophie Cunningham is going to play a lot of 3. So I'm actually interested to see what that looks like. Maybe get some small ball four in there. Maybe sometimes with Lexi Hall, you can spare some minutes at the four. But I think Monique Billings is going to be there, like starting. I think Monique Billings is going to start at the four for them. But I mean, she's an active player, energy, can score a little bit. Her scoring is inconsistent. Her defense, I like her defense more than her offense. She got a quick first jump. Um, she'll take the challenge on defense. I like her defense more than her offense. Her offense still at this ladder of her career still needs work, but we'll get there. But again, let's get into some film, and again, we'll go piece by piece, break it down, and we'll get into like where Indiana Fever could possibly land this season. We'll get into that and see where they actually like possibly land this season. And I'm not super sold, but I mean, it never felt like they gave up on Stephanie White. But overall thoughts on what are y'all overall thoughts on Indiana Fever during the regular season? And let's stick to the regular season. What are y'all overall thoughts on Indiana Fever during the regular season? Again, I always felt like they were always like middle of the pack. I always felt like they were like middle of the pack. Like they never really gave me a what's the word I'm looking for? They never really gave me like a like a vibe where okay, they can actually challenge this season. And that's why I'm saying like for them to look how they look this season actually wasn't that bad. For them to look how they look this season actually wasn't that bad, honestly. So that's why I'm not like too hard on them because they actually weren't that bad if you watch like how they played this season. So do y'all feel they did enough this off season? Because that's see, we can talk about last like do y'all feel they did enough this off season? I don't know if they did enough. I really don't. Like, I don't know if they did enough. Like, I'm trying to understand what they thought process was here. Like, I don't know what they thought process was. I really don't. I'm confused a little bit. I don't I'm because I don't think they did enough. I really don't. I really don't think they did enough. How do y'all feel about this season? I don't I don't know. No. They up in the air to me, honestly. They up in the air to me, honestly. I don't know. I don't know if they did enough. Let me get to some of y'all comments right quick, man. Cozy said Indiana is like the student you want to succeed, but at the end of the day, but at the same time, you're like, I know you can be better than I could get that. I could get that. Henry said they were above average defensive team once CC was out for the season. Very, very interesting. And we gonna get to CC. Don't y'all worry. I know they had a lot of attrition, but they kind of underperformed because remember they was a super team and a top 3 seed. They floated in the middle of the pack for most of the season. They did. What's going on? What's going on? I'm paying attention to where we are defensively in the regular season. Billy Dancy said, overachievers, the Fever was last year. Regular season 3-4 seed. What's going on, Jazzy? Shout out to Jazzy, man. Shout out to Jazzy, man. Brad said, did they protect Howard or was she an unrestricted free agent? Howard was an unrestricted free agent, Brass. What's going on, Israel? I think it's getting overrated low key, especially by the stand base because they pushed the Aces to a game 5, but it was mid. What's going on, Jackie? The Fever with the roster is 2 injuries away of not making the playoffs. CA, Billy Dancy. Shout out to Billy Dancy. Because the crazy thing is, that's where I'm at. The crazy thing is, that's where I'm at. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I'm not certain. See, the thing with the Fever is the Fever got a uncharacteristic situation going on. And this is going to be the storyline all season long. And nobody's really like ESPN and everybody isn't really talking about it that much, which is very weird. But I get it because they want to act like all is good in Indiana. So I get it. They're going to have a Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell conundrum. And look, it won't be with the coaching staff. It won't be with each other individually. What will happen? The Indiana Fever are going to have a locker room problem with players who were there last year. Again, that's why y'all come to iamzomedia. I get y'all inside the locker room. They're going to have a who we want to ride for. Like, but again, this is only going to happen if their season starts teetering a little bit. They're going to have a who do we want to ride for conundrum. And it's going to be very interesting to see who they ride with. Because it's going to come a point. It's going to come a point in that locker room where they're going to have to decide who their like go-to person is. It's going to come to that point where they're going to have to decide that. And again, it's just tricky playing that game, y'all. It's just very tricky playing that kind of game. It's very tricky playing that kind of game because when it comes down to the last shot, right? Usually your superstar, your team is like automatically looking for your superstar. It's gonna come down to how they feel about Kelsey Mitchell getting them over the hump versus Caitlin Clark being the face of the team. They're gonna have a conundrum that a lot of people aren't talking about. And I'm actually interested to see what that conundrum looks like. But before we get to that conundrum, let's get to this. See, this is going to be on court. We talked about the locker room just now between the dynamic of how the teammates that rolled with Kelsey Mitchell last year is going to view Caitlin Clark this year. But this is going to be a strong component as well. On the court, no matter what play calls they have, no matter what the locker room looks like, no matter how good your head coach is, no matter what kind of roster you have. And it starts with the ball handler, Caitlin Clark. These right here is really the Achilles, and nobody really talks about it. These right here is really the Achilles heel of the Indiana Fever and have been the last 2 years with Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell and Lexi Hall. Like this right here, what I'm about to show you, Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. It's really the Achilles heel that's going to stop them from doing anything they want to do, because you got to have floor generals that don't do this. So hit the like button and let's get into this, man. Because this right here is going to be what stops them from being them. These turnovers, like, look at this. Like, you can't turn the ball over looking for fouls. She's horrible out of double teams. Like, reading the floor, even them catching the ball, like turnovers, catching the ball, like, you got to be more diligent, because these are momentum hurdles. These are things that bring you from being a top tier team to a team in the middle of the pack, still trying to figure out your offense. Because when you're turning the ball over, you can't really get into like true offensive sets, right? You can't get to your shots. You can't get Kelsey Mitchell the ball off of pin downs and curls and double horn screens. Like, turning the ball over. And again, I know and I will say this, from watching film on Indiana, they have a intentional IQ problem when it comes to turnovers. Because again, all turnovers aren't created equal, yet they can all hurt your team in negative ways. Like, people always making me laugh when they say, well, all turnovers aren't created equal. No, they're not created equal, because a turnover can come at an opportune time when you need it, and when it doesn't affect the game, in a sense, depending on where you are. But at the end of the day, they're all still negative plays. So how your primary ball handler operates with turnovers is the key to your whole offense, because your offense starts with her, and her turnovers have to stop. Aaliyah Boss's offensive fouls have to stop. Those are turnovers as well. Kelsey Mitchell can't get loose. As much as we love Kelsey Mitchell, if you really watch Kelsey Mitchell, she can get loose with the ball sometimes. It goes off her foot. She loses out of bounds, trying to get a foul at the rim. Like, she does get loose with the ball sometimes. So we can be honest on that. Indiana Fever need to find a way to stem the tide when they're turning the ball over. Because again, they got a lot of inefficiencies on their roster, as far as like wing depth, size, at the four. So them turning the ball over can be a make it or break it for them throughout the season. So that's something they definitely got to get better at. Shout out to my dude AJ. And it's really going to come down to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark has to find a way to give your team easy passes. Okay, because let me say this. I know for a fact that as a point guard, I know for a fact that it can be frustrating when your team isn't moving like you want them to move. They aren't reading your mind on the court. They aren't paying attention to signals when you're trying to get them the ball, things like that. But let me say this, watching film, all turnovers aren't on Caitlin Clark. There's times where she is making a good pass and they're either not catching it, not noticing it coming. They didn't run hard enough. The ability for them to recognize passing lanes and how to get in them, get out of them, things like that. Those can affect turnovers as well. So I'm not going, from watching film, and y'all know me, I try to be full honest. I try to be honest as hell over here on iamzomedia, man. I try to be, and again, Caitlin Clark, I'm a point guard. Caitlin Clark's a point guard, no matter how you want to label it. So she's part of the front point guard fraternity. So this ain't me being negative or hating. What I'm saying is all turnovers aren't created equal, and they're always not on the same person every time down the court. So that's, again, it's two things. But with that being said, of players not recognizing when she's trying to get them the ball, running hard enough, understanding how to read the lane and get open, whether that be left block, right block on a fast break, spreading the court, keeping the lane open, fulfilled, things like that. Recognizing when the pass is coming, because every pass isn't going to be the same pass. But as a point guard, you have to understand your team and their capabilities. So this is one thing I've always said about Caitlin Clark. She is not good at adjusting to her teammates. Her team has to always adjust to her. That's one thing about Caitlin Clark that can get better if she's going to be your primary point guard. She never adjusts to her team that's around her. Even look back to college. Like your team can't always adjust to you. There has to be points in the game, and it doesn't have to be like over a season. So any of you Caitlin Clark fans in here, what I'm trying to say is it doesn't have to be like over a season where you're the best player, they're automatically supposed to adjust to you. No, you're supposed to understand what your teammates are capable of at practice. You're supposed to understand through trial and error of explaining, like, hey, when I'm here and I see you, this is where I'm trying to get you the ball at. So, yes, we could say the Indiana Fever players over the last 2 years have struggled reading Caitlin Clark's passes. They've had butterfingers. They haven't read defenses on fast breaks and got to where Caitlin Clark needs them to be. But part of that is on your point guard as well, because they're supposed to be the smartest person in the film room. Like, I tell people this all the time. As a point guard, even when I was in college, even when I was overseas playing basketball, I was always the smartest person in the field. You have to pride yourself on being the smartest, most knowledgeable person in the film room, because at practice you need to take the film conversation to the hardwood. You don't take the hardwood to the film room and don't take it back to the hardwood. Play the game, you take that hardwood film into the room, you study it together as a team, you find ways to get better, and then you let that translate at practice before games. So you can know and your players can know where your vision actually is. Because, I mean, a lot of people are hard on Caitlin Clark by her turnovers, but that's why I'm like, all of them aren't created equal. But in my opinion, coming from a point guard, you have to you have to read your players. Kind of like we have that saying of read the room. As a point guard, I have to know Aaliyah Boston can't catch. So guess what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to throw a full court, full steam ahead bullet pass to Aaliyah Boston. She might not catch the ball. If she does catch it, it might not be in position to score. So you have to understand how your players play. And that's one thing about Caitlin Clark that she's never got good at, understanding how her players play. Because even when it comes to like her and Kelsey Mitchell, when Kelsey Mitchell is coming off of pin downs and curls and trying to get to the elbow or the nail, there's times where Caitlin Clark misses her and they got to reset the play. And that's why sometimes, and again, y'all know people always say sometimes a player like over dribbles. Sometimes they over dribble because they missed the first set. Then they got to get to the next set, which makes them keep the ball in their hand. Sometimes she misses the first set, even though some people feel like she's a amazing passer. She misses the first set sometimes, and AB and Kelsey Mitchell got to reset it again. And that's why sometimes Caitlin Clark has the ball in her hands with 9 seconds on the clock, and she's the only one that's touched it. So Caitlin Clark can pass this year, well, over the rest of her career, because it takes time. I do want her to get in the mindset of understanding how her players play, how Kelsey Mitchell, the speed of Kelsey Mitchell. I don't think, because again, Kelsey Mitchell, if you watch the game, you don't notice it. But y'all know me. I break down film. I watch film, right? I watch Kelsey's body language. I watch how she gets a little frustrated. This is what I need y'all to do. Go back and watch some of the old Indiana Fever games from this year or last year. there's times where Kelsey Mitchell comes off a screen and she doesn't get a ball, and Kelsey Mitchell will turn her back to the offense. When your best scorer turns their back from the offense, that lets you know you miss them. And on film, I would always notice that with our players. Like if my best scorer on the wing turned his back from the offense, that lets me know I missed them in the set. So if you watch Kelsey Mitchell, sometimes her back is turned to the offense is because Caitlin didn't see her coming off the pin down. It's because Caitlin didn't see her coming off the double horn screen. It's because Caitlin Clark didn't see her coming off the curl or the U cut coming off the baseline. Those passes got to be like on time. They got to be quick. And Kelsey Mitchell is fast. She wants to catch the ball, make a move, or shoot. So if the ball isn't on time, you throw her off of rhythm. And as a point guard watching film, you got to know that as well. You got to know what takes your players out of rhythm, what gets them in rhythm, where their shooting pockets is, where they like to catch the ball. Like, I'll be honest, for me, I always knew my teammates' shooting percentage. I always knew my players' shooting percentage. My teammates' shooting percentage was so important to me. Want me to tell you why? Because just because I see you in the corner wide open, I know I'm not giving you this ball. And let me see, that's why y'all come to iamzomedia, man. I get y'all learning basketball over here. We learn basketball over here. Hit the like button. See, it's one thing from seeing a player open and getting them the ball, and another thing from not getting you the ball, because I know you shoot 23% from the corner. We need a bucket right here. I'm not giving you the ball because you're open, because two things. We need a bucket right here. The other team's got momentum, and you're open in the corner for a reason. The other team knows your shooting percentage. So sometimes when y'all watching games, I've noticed this when I've done play-by-play. When you're watching games, you tend to say, oh man, they were open, they didn't give them the ball. But sometimes it's all about players understanding players, recognizing and really being a floor general and understanding times of a game. There's times in a game where a player can be open. I'm not giving you the ball because we missed our last 6 shots. All you're going to do is brick a 3 or just give it back to me. So why not I just keep it and find a better pass? You shoot 23 from the corner, you're open, I'm not giving it to you. It's really, really. Hey, I don't mind banning people, man. I don't mind banning people, man. I don't mind banning people. I don't mind banning people, man. You know what? I was about to go on a rant just now, but I'm not, because that's what they come in your chat for. They want you to get off a topic. Let me stay on topic, man. Again, Indiana Fever got to stop turning the ball over. They got to understand each other this year. Their roster isn't like new. Their roster is still intact. So we'll see where it goes at. But again, their turnovers is going to be their Achilles heel all season long. You have to. It's going to be their Achilles heel all season long. And again, all turnovers aren't created equal. It's just you understanding where your teammates are, what they're capable of. And one thing for Caitlin Clark, she got to get rid of that loose dribble. Like that she got a very loose dribble. Like, see this lackadaisical passes, and then you're the only one that don't get back on defense. I don't understand that. Again, the loose dribble, the lackadaisical passes, you can't do that as a point guard. You can't do that as a point guard. It's just lackadaisicalness that she got to get over, man. And I think in year 3, she might get a little better at it. We'll see. It's a wait and see with her turnovers. Again, reading your team. Look, see what I'm saying? Reading your team. Like, look at that. Like, look at how she got Kelsey the ball. Like, understanding your team. Like, she threw it so far ahead of her. Like, watch this. It's fast break. Read your team. Read your team. Like, your kick ahead passes. Like, look at this. You know she and not catching that. First of all, I'm not even passing her the ball right there. What is she about to do with it? She's not even a scorer. Why am I giving her the ball right there? Caitlin Clark, keep the basketball, run a set. Why am I even giving her the ball? First of all, the game isn't out of hand. You playing Minnesota, who last year was a formidable opponent. Why am I forcing passes to somebody? Like, there's nothing she was about to do with that ball, y'all. There's nothing she did with that ball right there all year long. As the point guard, you got to know that. Why am I kicking it ahead to her? What is she going to do with it? That's what I mean about her understanding her teammates, man. Like, understanding your teammates is so key. Like, there's nothing you was doing with that ball. Again, too far ahead of her. Why not give it to the defender closest to her, then kick it? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. But again, it's year 2, year 1. Some of these is from year 1. Some of these plays are from year 2. They're compiled. But again, it's all about her understanding her teammates. If she's gonna be the primary ball handler, you gotta understand your teammates, man. You got to. It is what it is. No matter if you're a Caitlin Clark fan or not, you got to admit that. Understanding your teammates is so important. So important. Like, again, lackadaisical passes are so. I don't know why she tried. I don't know. Like, it's everything don't got to be a highlight reel. Like, what is this? Like, watch this play. I don't even know what she was trying to do here. Was she trying to throw a lob past the AB over the defender's head? But you know AB can't jump. I don't know what the whole mission there was on that play. But it ends up hitting her side of the rim because she didn't throw it further enough. I don't know. Again, every game she has at least 1 or 2 of those plays where I'm like, okay. Again, lackadaisicals. Again, understanding Kelsey Mitchell's speed is so important for her decision making. This season, I'm hoping she's really connecting with Kelsey Mitchell and understanding her play speed. Like, her game speed is not typical. Like, Kelsey Mitchell plays super fast. She doesn't waste dribbles. She doesn't waste steps. If a shot is there and you give her a lane, she's taking it. If a shot is there and you step back, she's taking it. She's not wasting time. And sometimes I feel like Caitlin Clark is always a step too slow for Kelsey Mitchell sometimes, especially in the open court. Like, their open court isn't as good as people think it is. Like, one day, I probably have to sit down and do that. Probably take me a couple weeks. I'm going to have to compile all of Caitlin Clark's and Kelsey Mitchell's fast break plays. Y'all would actually be surprised how bad a lot of their fast break plays together turns out, because they're not on the same page. Like, to say both of them are as talented as they are, you can literally tell they're both not on the same page. To say Caitlin Clark is a passer and Kelsey Mitchell is a scorer on fast break, that should be a no-brainer. That's like time. That should be like times 2 any other just fast break point. Like, times 2. Like, close your eyes. If I'm the other players, I'm not even running. If I see Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell in open court,
I shouldn't even have to run to the other end. I'm staying on defense because you should connect. You should connect on all of those plays. You should connect on all of those plays. So that's something I hope they get in the lab and work on. Again, I don't be knowing what they be. I don't know what you be thinking. Again, what are you thinking? Again, understanding your teammates. AB is not getting that low. What she should have did was get the ball to the top of the key, let AB seal. Caitlin Clark didn't have to make the entry pass. If she wanted to make the entry pass that bad, she should have floated baseline a little more. She was too high on the wing. She should have floated baseline a little more and let AB seal. Sometimes she rushes passes because she wants it to be like super quick, and she wants to be the she doesn't believe in one thing about Caitlin Clark. I'll say, dog. And again, this is no knock. She's part of the point guard fraternity. For everybody out there listening, she doesn't believe in hockey assists. She doesn't believe in my angle is bad. Let me get it to the next man or the next woman because she has a better angle. She doesn't believe in hockey assists. She has to be responsible for every pass. And this is one example. That was not her pass. The entry pass should have came from the top of the key. She tried to force it from the baseline. And she did a baseline pass from the high wing to a big who isn't agile. That's one thing she got to get better at because, in my opinion, Indiana leaves a lot of points on the court. They leave a lot of points on the court. And it starts with her decision-making and understanding her teammates. You got to be better at that. You're year 3, get in the lab, have real conversations with them. This is my thing. As a point guard, you got to have real conversation with your teammates. Is she really talking to them? AB, whether you like the ball, what are bad passes in your mind? I guarantee y'all, AB told her that's a bad pass. If she actually asked AB, I guarantee y'all, AB would tell her those entry passes that are far out and too low are bad passes for AB. Because AB is not agile like that to bend down that fast and have to move laterally. First of all, she's sealing. So why are you passing that low and she hasn't even sealed yet? She's still sealing and you're trying to get her an entry pass super low. Because she didn't even see the ball until the last minute. Again, you gotta let her seal. Because again, she don't have time to seal. The screen started at the top of the key. AB is flashing. She gotta turn her back to the basket to seal. But Caitlin Clark tries to force this. See, what happened was she seen this open right here. But she's not accounting for the defender in the corner, which is Kalia Copper, and the defender that's sliding over to hedge off of her screen. So she's not accounting for both of them. So she sees it ahead of time. Great vision. She's seen it. So that lets you know she got some good vision, right? It's her decision making though. Your vision versus your decision making gotta match up. She sees the entry, but she didn't account for these two players because the ball still gotta get there. And then she's trying to pass from the high wing. So if you really look, that wasn't her pass to make. Because again, she didn't count for the hedge. And she couldn't go all the way to the corner because they got a defender and she got one of her teammates in the corner. So no matter what angle she passed it at, you can't do a fast pass doing that because Aaliyah Boston is coming off of a screen at the top of the key, high key screen, and she's trying to seal. If the flash pass, this is the flash pass right there at the free throw line. It's the flash pass. If the flash pass isn't there, you gotta reset it or wait for her to seal. Because this player right here, the player that was hedging, you got to make her play defense. You got to make her play defense. If you don't make her play defense, then the play is null and void. You got to make her play defense. Again, man, it's gonna start with it's gonna start with Indiana not turning the ball over, Caitlin Clark getting on the same page with her teammates. Because honestly, with this roster, they have their talent versus errors. Their talent versus errors isn't going to get them far. So they have to play clean basketball. If I'm Stephanie White and I'm their coach, it's clean basketball. It's clean basketball all the way around. They have to be better at that. It gotta get to a point of we are playing mistake-free basketball as much as possible. That's how we're gonna be good this year. Mistake-free basketball. Because your margin for error is not that large. Now, all of you Atlanta Dream fans in the chat, this is gonna be bad for y'all, man. This is gonna be bad for all you Atlanta Dream fans in the chat, man. All of you new Atlanta Dream fans, shout out to all of y'all. We rooting for y'all this season. Again, matter of fact, I told Showtime On Point Sports this earlier. If the Liberty and the Mercury wasn't in the position they're in, I would have Atlanta number 2. But I just think is going to take a little while. And I both of those teams got vets on there that's been there, done that. So that's why I got a number 4. But honestly, I think it's going to be, so again, some people be like, Prince, why you got on number 4? They better than this team. I really think it's going to come down to their head-to-head matchups. I don't think being number 4 don't mean you're going to have a bad record. I think they got a chance at being number 3. I really think the Liberty is going to be the number 2 seed. In my opinion, I think it's going to be Aces and Liberty 1 and 2. And it might be flip-flop. Liberty might end up with the number 1 seed. But I think it's going to be Aces, Liberty 1 and 2. And I think Mercury and Atlanta going to be fighting for the 3rd seed. And in my opinion, I just think that the Mercury is going to win the head-to-head matchup. And it's probably going to be like a 1-2 game difference. That's why I got Atlanta at the 4 seed. It's not because they're going to have a bad season. I just feel like the Mercury might be a little better. What's going on, Bickham? Again, shout out to all of you Aces, you Atlanta fans, man. This is going to be a bad clip for y'all. Hit the like button, though. But this is going to be a bad clip for y'all, man. Without Caitlin Clark, Indiana Fever upset the Atlanta Dream, a top 3 seed in the 2025 first round of the WNBA playoffs. And this right here, watching Atlanta play Indiana, it really came down to, let me tell you what it came down to. Shout out Woody Mack for the $2 super chat. He said Liberty will be the number 1 seed. We will see, my brother. We will see, my brother. We will see. Watching this series, want me to tell you what it came down to? 2 things. I'm going to tell y'all 2 things, and one of them y'all might not agree with. One y'all might agree with. We'll see, because I don't know how y'all feel about him. This series came down to 2 things. Two things. Coaching and the will to win. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. The Atlanta Fever first round series last year playoffs came down to coaching and the will to win. That's what it came down to. Smeckle got out-coached. Ain't no running from it, ain't no hiding from it, ain't no talking around it. I rewatched the series. Smeckle, to get these clips, I had to rewatch the series. Smeckle got out-coached every game. Every game. Every game. And the players on the floor got out-hustled. Fever wanted it more. Atlanta played that we're the big dog, we'll get them with 2 minutes left in the game. And when you got a team that don't got nothing to lose, that's the wrong teams to do that against. They played a we gonna beat them with 2 minutes left kind of series because we're just better. We got Bree Jones, we got Jordan Canada, we got Ryan Howard, we got Naz Hillman, we got the great Goggles, Alicia Gray. That's not how you play playoff basketball, though. Especially if you haven't been over the hump. See, this is one thing about Indiana. They haven't been over the hump. So you don't go into a first round series against a hungry Fever team looking like that. Because remember, this is where the coaching comes in at. This is where the coaching comes in at. This is why he got outcoached. It started before the series started. Smeckle got outcoached before the series started. Want me to tell you why? Because if you watch that series, you can tell Atlanta did not pay attention to the Indiana Fever during the regular season. If you watch Indiana, let's say their last 20 games, they played hard as hell. So why you got your players hyped up like you're just shoulders above when you haven't been over the hump? See, it's one thing from being the best player on the floor and saying, give me the ball, 2 seconds left, get out of the way. That wasn't this type of situation. This was 2 teams trying to get to the second round, and neither had been over the hump. So they were both in a position to fail. But it came down to Will. He did not put his team in position to win this series. Because if he had paid attention to the Fever, their last 20 games of the regular season, because the Fever wouldn't actually be supposed to make the playoffs. They weren't even supposed to make the playoffs. They just kept grinding it out, kept fighting for wins, kept doing the little things, the dirty work. And as a coach, you got to recognize that what your team is going up against. They never really respected. You got to respect your opponent. They never really respected the Fever, and the Fever took their heart. Call it what it is, man. The Fever took their heart. Again, this film is going to be a little hard for some of you you new Atlanta Dream fans. I talked to quick update. Just for the people in the back, quick update. I talked to the Atlanta Dream fans that's been Atlanta Dream fans for years. They told me to tell you new Atlanta Dream fans that some of y'all ain't sent in y'all payment with y'all application. And y'all have 48 hours to send in y'all payment with your application, or it'll be null and void. I'm only the messenger. I talked to some real Atlanta fans, and they told me to tell y'all, some of y'all sent in applications that weren't filled out completely. Some of y'all sent in applications with no resume. Some of y'all sent in applications with just the payment and no application. Some of y'all sent in the application and a resume with no payment. They need their payment because when you come to the game, there will be no lemon pepper wings for you if you don't send in your payment with your application. I am not saying this just to say it. I am the messenger. And I told them next time I go live, I will report the message. So that message is from real Atlanta Dream fans. They said there will be no lemon pepper wings for any Johnny come lately 2026 Atlanta Dream fans that didn't send in any payments. So I'm just putting that out there. But anyway, shall we continue? This film will be a little hard for some of y'all, man. Again, Aaliyah Boston Bullet. Let me say this, man. I'm glad that was and that's why I put that as the first clip. This is why I put that as the first clip. This why I put that as the first clip. This why I put that as the first clip. Let me say this, man. Let me say this. All of y'all been hyping up Breon Jones all summer long. I keep telling y'all, she's not who y'all think she is. Breon Jones is a 4 and a 5's body. She's not who y'all think she is. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. Breon Jones is a 4 and a 5's body. I don't know. It is weird. Maybe it's a well, we're playing with her, so let's hype her up kind of thing, and you're not realizing it. Because Breon Jones is an all-star. She's a borderline all WNBA player. But let's be 100 here, man. 100. Let's be 100. Let's be 100. When you name front court players, I guarantee you I can get to 10 before I name Breon Jones. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. When you name front court players, I guarantee you I can get to 10. I guarantee you I could get to 10 before I name Breon Jones. I guarantee it. I stand by it. No more than a man stand by General Mills. I stand by it. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. But Breon Jones gets bullied so much, and it's not because her size, it's because she's slow-footed. Breon Jones has a weak lower center of gravity. Like, she gets moved to say she's a heavy set big. She get moves off of every spot she guards. Like, AB literally just moved her without even moving her. And that happened the entire series. Again, just will. Look at Ron Howard. Hey, look here, man. You new Atlanta fans. A lot of y'all gonna be coming back to the table saying, Prince, you was right, man. See, you new Atlanta fans, y'all look at accolades and don't watch film. I'm gonna say it again for the ones in the back. You new Atlanta fans, y'all watch accolades and don't watch film. Y'all watch stat sheets and think that makes a player. Ryan Howard almost made me take my TV off the wall at least 16 times last year watching Atlanta play. And shout out to HD, because I wasn't watching Atlanta that much before HD got on them. And in order for me to cook HD, I had to go watch Atlanta game because he an Alicia Gray fan. So in order for me to cook somebody, I got to go watch game footage. So I started watching the Atlanta Dream because we started covering them on Star Hoop Central. So I had to start really watching all 8 games so I can come on my great analysis. Ron Howard literally ball watches and gets scored on at least 4 times a game. I'm going to say it for the people in the back. Y'all gonna get mad at Ryan Howard this season. I guarantee it. Ryan Howard gets scored on at least 4 times a game for ball watching. Watch. Y'all gonna come back to Prince Anonymous and say, Prince, man, you wouldn't lie. Ryan Howard ball watches more than anybody in the WNBA. I don't know how she be getting all this credit for her defense. She literally ball watches half the game. Literally. I'm talking half the game. Not maybe twice or once a quarter. Ryan Howard ball watches half the game. Y'all look at accolades and don't watch film. And that's why when y'all see players, y'all be like, damn, I didn't think she was that bad, because you let the media tell you how good a player is. Accolades come from the media. Y'all get on, this is my thing. Y'all get on YouTube every single day and talk about how bad the media is. But every time the media gives somebody an award, y'all believe it. I'm confused. Y'all get on social media, y'all get on YouTube every single day going at the media. But don't y'all know All-Stars and all of that is media votes, right? Be 100. I'm gonna be 100. And y'all know me. I ain't scared. See, one thing about Prince. One thing y'all know about Prince. Prince ain't scared of standing on the lawn by himself. One thing about Prince, y'all know about Prince. Prince ain't scared of pulling out that lawn chair and sitting on the lawn by himself while the little water skeeter thing spray out the grass. Y'all know Prince. I ain't scared of standing out there by myself. Y'all be back. Y'all come pull y'all chair up sooner or later. One thing about Prince, he gonna sit on that lawn by himself. And don't worry, y'all gonna pull y'all chair up a little later and come sit right next to me. That's how y'all always ended up sitting next to me. Notice y'all always end up sitting next to me. Y'all don't notice that? Y'all might be like, Prince trolling, Prince you crazy, Prince that, and y'all always end up sitting right next to me. Y'all ain't never noticed that? It's been going on for 2 years. Y'all, I be on the lawn by myself, and a week later, I get 2 people come sit on the lawn, pull up their lawn chair. And then next thing I know, as soon as I pick my beer up, I got 30 people sitting on the lawn with me. I'm telling you right now, you new Atlanta fans, Ryan Howard defense ain't as good as you think it is. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. I'm calling it now. Y'all going to be complaining about Ryan Howard's defense halfway through the season. She ball watches. She tries to cheat on screens. She tries to jump passing lanes. She gambles a lot. And one thing about Ryan Howard that's confusing to me, she always ends up on the ground. Ryan Howard always ends up on the ground. I'm confused. Is she 6'2" or not? I'm confused. Is Ryan Howard 6'2" or not? Ryan Howard always ends up on the ground. Again, get y'all lawn chairs ready and get some sturdy ones. Get y'all a lawn chair with like the little seat pad on it, because you're going to be sitting right there next to me for a long time. Get you a lawn chair with the little seat pad. It come with like the can cooler on the side. You can put your little, I don't know if y'all drink wine coolers or what. You know, I got some older people in the chat. They probably still drinking wine coolers, you know, and Budweiser. I don't know what y'all, you know, the older folks are drinking, but get y'all wine coolers and Budweisers. Put them in y'all little cooler on y'all little beach chair. Get y'all a foot. Get y'all one of, what y'all call them things? The ottoman. Get you an ottoman. Come sit next to me, man. Get you an ottoman and come sit next to me. Just do that. Come get you an ottoman and sit next to me, man. But anyway, let me get back to my soliloquy. Let me get back to my soliloquy. Shout out to you new Atlanta Dreams fans. I just had to get that out the way because I ain't cook y'all in a day. I was gone yesterday. I ain't cook y'all yesterday, so I had to get y'all in today. But let's play through this, man. Let's play through this. Again, Kelsey Mitchell, late on the screen. Angel might help with those kind of screens next year. Next year, there might be Angel on that screen instead of Niles Hillman. It might help a little bit. Niles Hillman is another one who defense y'all gonna be mad with. Niles Hillman is another one who defense y'all gonna be mad with. Mark my words. A good to okay rebounder, a good scorer, a good teammate, a good player. But y'all, her defense, y'all gonna be back. Y'all gonna be back. Again, Ryan Howard coming out of traps, just turning the ball over. Bad pass ends up being another bad pass. Again, Ryan Howard again, another turnover. Hey, y'all gonna be, hey, look at man. I can't wait. Y'all, I can't wait. Y'all, I can't wait. This is gonna be a fun see. I shouldn't have showed y'all this film because y'all probably like, why Zoe so confident about his Atlanta Dream takes? I shouldn't even. I need to skip past this. I shouldn't even show y'all this film because y'all gonna start realizing it. I should have waited. God damn it. Damn, I should have waited. Because I've been this is stuff that I could have in the chamber. Like I should have waited. I should have waited. Man. Damn. Because I know y'all been like, damn, why Prince so confident about his takes about Atlanta? I should have never showed y'all the film, man. I should have never showed y'all this round. I should have never. Will help with that. But again, she come right off the heap, getting offensive rebounds and ones. Y'all, Indiana Fever just wanted it more. Just look around. I told y'all, watch this, y'all. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Watch this, y'all. Look at Ron Howard. Look at Ron Howard, y'all. Look at Ron Howard, y'all. I told y'all, for some reason, she always ends up on the ground. Look at Ron Howard, y'all. Hey, man, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Again, get y'all chairs ready on the lawn. Again, get y'all chairs ready for the lawn. It's coming. I shouldn't be showing y'all this. I should not be showing y'all this. I don't know why I put this in here, man. I don't know, man. I'm tripping. I should have thought about this before I edited this clip, man. Why did I put that in here, man? God damn. Man, I could have saved this for later, man. I could have saved this for later, man. I could have saved it for later, man. Damn. Look at Ron Howard, y'all. Look at Ron Howard. Oh, man, shout out to y'all, man. 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 Kelsey Mitchell giving her them buckets. Look at this. Look at this. Yo, look at this. Hold on, we got to replay that. Man, Aaliyah Boston came down the court looking like Kareem Olajuwon. Look at this, y'all. Watch this. We got to see this again, though. Look at Ron Howard, man. Get up, Ryan. Get up. Get your tail up, man. But look at Aaliyah Boston. She out there looking like Olajuwon in his prime. Watch this. And this is on Bree Jones, 1-on-1. Man, stop playing with me, man. Stop playing. I know basketball. Stop playing with me, man. Look at this. Man, get out of here, man. Man, get out of here, man. Who's she stopping? Man, move around, man. I'm not playing with y'all. She gonna see it. Man, Asia about to have 50. Stop playing, man. Stop playing. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Stop playing with me, man. Asia about to, on May 17th, Asia Wilson gonna have 50 points. Stop playing, man. Hey, by the end of the season, all you Atlanta Dream fans gonna be singing "I Wish It Would Rain" by Temptations. I'ma say it again for the people in the back. By the end of the season, all you Atlanta Dream fans gonna be singing "I Wish It Would Rain" by the Temptations. Shout out to y'all though, man. Let's get through the rest of this clip, man. Look at this, man. Get out of here. AP out here looking like a star. Now, see, this is where I'm gonna give them their credit. They battled the Aces. They battled us tough. Y'all. They battled us tough. It just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. Hey, Drip God, they my number 3 team. That don't mean nothing. The only reason Atlanta is my number 3 team, my number 3 favorite team, is because Angel on that team. If Angel was not on Atlanta, Atlanta would not be my number 3 favorite team. It would probably be the Dallas Wings. No, it wouldn't probably. It would be. Dallas Wings would be, because right now, Dallas Wings is my number 4 team. It would probably be Dallas Wings if it wasn't. But since Angel on there, I got to give him some love, man. Mystics is my number 2. Ace is my number 1, of course. But they came to play in this series. It just wasn't enough. But they fought hard as hell. They took us to the wire. Again, Aaliyah Boston, too much for Nalissa. Too much for Nalissa. They fought hard as hell. They played as a team. Again, all they did was attack Nalissa all game. That's all they did was attack. That's all they did. Why you think I wasn't complaining? All they did was attack Nalissa. That's all they did. That's all they did. Give the ball to whoever Nalissa guarding. Again, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. All they did was attack Nalissa. Look at this. Look at this, man. And we brought her back. And we brought her back, man. And we brought her back. And we brought her back, man. And we brought her back, man. But Indiana Fever was a formidable opponent. Was a formidable opponent, y'all. They got us to the wire. Shout out to the Indiana Fever for taking the Aces to the wire. Hey, ST, watch your mouth before you get blocked, man. And look, if Kelsey Mitchell didn't go down, that series could have been scary, y'all. But the best ability is availability. But Indiana gave us all we could handle. But we didn't do like Atlanta. We didn't fold. Know why? Because we got a championship pedigree team. They gave us their best shot. Again, attacking Nalissa. Now, before we close out, let's get to my favorite player, Raven Johnson, man. With the 10th pick, the Indiana Fever select Raven Johnson from South Carolina Gamecocks. Raven Johnson was an 18-year veteran at South Carolina, winning 2 national championships as a starting point guard. After 18 years at South Carolina, Raven Johnson was selected by the Indiana Fever 10th overall in the previous draft. So I need to ask y'all, how do y'all feel about? Put it in the chat. How do you feel about Raven Johnson on the Indiana Fever? Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts. How do you feel about Raven Johnson on the Indiana Fever. Give me your thoughts, man. Woody Mack say unmoved. A lot of them say I don't like him, but I understand why he drafted him. Needed more defense. Woody Mack and indifferent. Raven Johnson might be the best thing that happened to Indiana. I mean, think about it like this, y'all. Think about it like this, y'all. Raven Johnson might actually be one of the best things that happened in Indiana. Think about it like this. Raven Johnson comes in long in the tooth after 18 years at South Carolina. She comes in long in the tooth after 18 years at South Carolina. They probably don't got to teach her too much. She's a wily veteran. She can fall right in line, play defense, guard the other team's best perimeter player, help Caitlin Clark out on pick and roll hedges. She can play with Kelsey Mitchell. She can get the ball to you. I mean, what's not to like? What's not to like there, man? What's not to like about Raven Johnson on Indiana? What's not to like about Raven Johnson on Indiana? She can have real impact with this team. Now, offensively, even with Raven Johnson being long in the tooth, offensively, there might be some trepidation there because I don't know. I need to see Raven score on WNBA players. Like, this is what people not understanding. It took Raven 18 seasons to finally average 10 points a game. And Raven Johnson barely averaged 10 points a game. I want y'all to understand that. Even with Raven being long in the tooth, 18 seasons at South Carolina, she barely edged out 10 points a game. I'm sorry. Want me to tell y'all? Want me to be real with y'all? I'm gonna be 100 with y'all real quick, man. I'm gonna be super 100 right quick, man. Look, a lot of people ain't gonna tell y'all this. A lot of people ain't gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna be super one. I'm about to be honest right quick. And this is not to say. And look, some of y'all might disagree with that. And if you disagree with that, that let me know you ain't never really hoop like that. I'm paying attention to the chat. If you disagree with this, that let me know you ain't really hoop like that. Man, we don't give a damn about no defense. Let me be 100 with y'all, man. All of that little defensive stuff, man, that stuff fly when you playing schools that ain't matched up with you. That stuff fly in high school when you playing the little local school down the street that ain't got no good player. Man, look here, man. Hoopers don't care about your defense. I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. I'm gonna be all the way. Man, it's all hoopla at the end of the day. I'm gonna be all 100 with y'all, man. I'm gonna be look. Unless you 6'8" and can guard every position. Unless Raven was 6'3" and can guard every position. Man, look here, man. Ain't nobody care. Man, I don't care nothing about your long arms and none of that, man. Look here, man. Her defense ain't moving nothing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Her defense ain't moving nobody, man. I'm sorry, man. Y'all gonna see. And again, those of you who don't agree with me, y'all just letting me know y'all ain't really hoop like that. That's all. Y'all ain't really hoop like that. Cause think about it like this, y'all. I want y'all to really think about it like this. I really want y'all to think about it like this. Really think about it. Give me one prolific two guard that Raven Johnson can stop. I'll wait. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make it easy on you. Give me one. Go look at all the teams in the league. Give me the starting point guard off of every team in the league that Raven Johnson can stop. And I'm gonna give you a second. I want you to go pull up every team in the league and let me know. Go look at every team in the league and let me know which one of them she guarding. I'm gonna wait. Make sure you guard no Skylar Diggins. Man, y'all capping. Y'all capping, man. Come on, man. She damn sure ain't guarding Jackie. That's why you put that laughing face right there. Come on, man. I say starting point guard, Woody Mack. Starting point guard, man. Starting point guard. Y'all see what they do? Look at this, y'all. We don't know yet, Zoe. We don't know yet, Zoe. We don't know yet, Zoe. But you know she's gonna be good on defense, though. Man, get out of here, man. First of all, let's be 100. Let's be all the way 100. Let's be all the way 100. Neptune. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Raven Johnson can shut down Courtney Williams. I want to see where y'all mind is at. Put in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Raven Johnson can shut down Courtney Williams. Okay. We got past that point guard. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Raven Johnson can shut down Chelsea Gray. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Raven Johnson can shut down Chelsea Gray. Uncle Jay, you said next year. He said next year. Oh, man. He said next year. All right. That was pretty much self-explanatory. So we're seeing this on the big stage. Can Raven Johnson shut down Paige Beckers? Put a 1 in the chat. If Raven Johnson can shut down Paige Beckers, put a 1 in the chat. I'm confused. Time out. I'm confused. Did I miss something? I'm confused. Time out. Hold on. Time out. I'm confused. Time out. I'm confused. Was I in a twilight zone watching UConn versus South Carolina? I'm confused at how that game. I'm confused. Time out. What did you mean it ain't gonna be like last time? Did we watch 2 different games? I'm confused. Did we watch 2 different games? Man, to each his own. To each his own, man. Y'all lost y'all mind, man. Man. Next up. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Raven Johnson can shut down Veronica Burton. I want to see y'all cap right quick. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Raven Johnson can shut down Veronica Burton. I want to see the capping going on. Hey, Goon, I ain't worrying about you. I think you only got a 1 on your keyboard, so I ain't worrying about you. I don't think you got a full keyboard, Goon. I think you just got a 1. I got a question for y'all. I got a serious question for y'all. Serious question. I'm not even joking, because this is a serious question, man. I got a serious question. I'm not even joking when I ask this question. So if you laughing, I need you to stop laughing for a second, because I'm not even joking when I ask this question. Because I got a serious question. I mean, a serious question. Serious. I'm not even joking when I ask this question. Serious question, man. Why do y'all think Raven Johnson is strong? I've been watching film on it. I'm confused. I got like a serious question. Like, why do y'all think Raven Johnson is so strong? Like, serious question. I'm trying to figure that. I've been watching film. I'm trying to find the exact tape. Where she was just so strong for the other team she was imposing. I'm really trying to find, because all I hear is she can switch on to a 4. I've seen her get cooked by 4s. I've seen her get cooked by wings trying to switch. I've seen Raven get cooked trying to switch, and nobody talks about it. Literally get shot clean over, and nobody mentions it. Literally, I've literally watched her get switched. We use this term because she can switch on. I've literally watched her get switched onto wings and get shot clean over. Literally. And we just throw that whole footage away because we want to keep the narrative. I've literally, she guarded Sarah Strong for 1 minute, and we made a clip like she guarded her in the entire game. She guarded, and then she was fouling the whole time. She was literally, y'all are so South Carolina obsessed. She literally was fouling Sarah Strong the entire time. She was literally pushing the girl. If that was a big on a big, that would have been a foul. The only reason she got away with it because it was a guard. She wasn't even guarding Sarah Strong. She was literally two-hand pushing her. Let's stop this, man. Man, we gotta stop this, man. I'm him for a reason. See, I'm him for a reason. See, y'all used to arguing with people that come with these little petty statements. I'm him for a reason. Come on, man. I ain't average. Y'all think I'm average? I'm not average. Y'all think I'm average? I've literally, y'all say Raven Johnson can switch. I've literally watched Raven Johnson switch and get cooked. And nobody said a word. Y'all on to the next play. And guess what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna go down on the other end, watch her miss a jump shot, and then come down on the other end and go back to a guard and get a steal. And then y'all want to brag about that play, and y'all was quiet the whole entire other play when the player just shot clean over her like she wasn't standing right there. Man, let's stop this, man. And I like Raven Johnson. I got nothing against Raven Johnson. I got something against these adamant fans. See, if y'all don't notice, y'all always this is, you know what's funny? Y'all always think I got something against the player. Y'all don't even notice what I be doing. Anytime I see too many people bragging about a player, I get jealous. And I say, hold on, let me go watch some film. Let me see if I missed something. And then it always turns out y'all over-exaggerating and lying. Y'all don't even notice. I got nothing against Raven Johnson. The moment y'all started hyper, I'm like the Grim Reaper. The moment y'all start putting somebody on my radar, sooner or later, y'all gonna stop putting players on my radar. The moment you put a player on my radar, I gotta get it. I gotta see what it's about. If y'all put Sherelle, you was one of them. Y'all put Raven Johnson on my radar. Y'all put Raven Johnson on my radar. I wouldn't even think about no Raven Johnson like that. Y'all put it on my radar. Y'all gonna stop putting people on my radar, man. Y'all gonna keep y'all faves to yourselves sooner or later. Y'all gonna keep y'all faves to yourselves sooner or later. Stop putting players on my radar, man. And let me tell you the crazy thing. I'm so good at this. I got talking points about Raven Johnson I ain't even used yet. Because I'm waiting on, see, what I'm waiting on is, what I'm really trying to do is, I'm really waiting on one of them channels that be rooting for Raven Johnson to come see me. So all I'm doing, I'm rage baiting. And y'all don't even know it. And y'all allowing me to rage. I'm rage baiting because I got talking points that I haven't even used. Y'all know I'm smarter than that. I got talking points I haven't even used yet because I'm rage baiting. I want one of them to hear it so they can come see me. Y'all shouldn't have put it on my radar. I got film that y'all ain't even see yet. I got stats y'all ain't even see yet. I got breakdowns and numbers y'all ain't even see yet. I'm just waiting. Y'all know me. I keep at least 2 in the chamber. I got so much I ain't even say yet. I'm waiting on somebody to challenge me. I'm baiting y'all. And I hope they hear it. I'm baiting them. I'm waiting. It ain't like that. It ain't that I don't like Raven. I am waiting. I'm waiting. Man, shout out to Raven Johnson, man. She lived out her childhood dreams of making it to the WNBA. Y'all know me. I'm going to cook you, but I ain't going to never get in the way of hating to the point where I don't feel like she deserves to be in the WNBA. Y'all know me. I want all these women to get their money. I want all these women. Look, I'm fighting for these women to get even more than they got. I feel like they still being underpaid. I feel like they still being underpaid. But again, when it comes to this basketball, I cover the league. I don't celebrate it. I cover the league. It's a difference. I cover the league. I do film breakdown. I talk about player strengths and weaknesses. I don't do breaking news. I don't celebrate. Ain't no NFL honors going on over here. If you want NFL honors, you're on the wrong channel. You on the wrong channel. I cover the league. Let them know, Uncle J.E., we were Raven and all the black women. We want all of them to make their money. They deserve it. They actually underpaid. But again, I'm here to cover the league, the deltas and the pluses. Let's talk about Raven Johnson pluses. See what I'm saying? Y'all be ready to judge me all the time. And then I come with that smoke and y'all be like, all right, Prince cool. Every time y'all come with y'all narratives, why Prince worrying about this? Why Prince keep talking about this? But then I come with the pluses and then y'all come back on my side. Y'all come pull y'all lawn chair back up and sit in the yard with me. So let's look at Raven Johnson, man. She did a great job. Again, hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. What we doing? Hit the like button, man. What we doing? Hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. What we doing out here, man? Hit the like button. Again, Raven Johnson's defense in college on Caitlin Clark was a clinic. I'm talking a clinic. I think she only scored 7 points on Raven. I think she only scored 7 points on Raven. You can fact check me. If that's not true, you can fact check me. But this was a real clinic, man. Shot block. Let's get that up out of y'all. Let's get that up out of y'all. Look. Caitlin Clark, even in college, lackadaisical with the basketball, man. She just dribbles like nobody's guarding her. I don't know what be going on with that. Look at this, man. Look, Raven Johnson. Hey, Caleb, great players gonna get theirs. Great players gonna get theirs. All you can do is make it tough for them. All you can do is make it tough for them. Look, hand in the face, force a right. I will force a left, though. I force a Caitlin Clark left every play. But great defense right there by Raven Johnson. She gets it back out, got to swing it, miss shot. Again, it's levels to y'all got to get with the program. The Indiana Fever will be fighting for the 6th seed with the Valkyrie and Chicago Sky. I think Chicago Sky, and I can't wait to do just Chicago Sky. Chicago Sky might be tomorrow, y'all. I might do Chicago Sky tomorrow. I can't wait to do Chicago Sky. But y'all know who coming next. Hey, I'm going to grab me something to eat, and y'all know who coming next. Y'all know who I'm doing next. I'm going to grab me something to eat, and I'm going to get to them next, man. We're going to try to get the 2 a day. We're going to try to get the 2 a day. Again, hit that like button, man. Hit that like. Hey, look. They're gonna be fighting for that 6th seed. There ain't nothing wrong with that. They're gonna be fighting for that 6th seed. And again, later tonight, probably around 8 o'clock. We're gonna go ahead on and get them Valks out the way, man. We're gonna go ahead on and get them Valks out the way later tonight. We didn't do Atlanta. Oh, wait till I get to Atlanta. Atlanta might be Thursday. I might do it. Atlanta might be a 4-hour stream on Thursday. So Atlanta might be the only stream where I only do one that day. So Atlanta might be a 4-hour stream, and it might be Thursday, y'all. So stay locked in. That's definitely going to be a 4-hour stream. I got a lot to say and a lot to get to. That's definitely going to be a 4-hour stream right there. I'm going to put my foot in that one. That Atlanta one on Thursday, I'm going to put my foot in that one. You best believe it. I'm going to put my foot in that Atlanta one. You best believe it. I ain't do ATL, Cheryl. I ain't do ATL. They getting a special premiere stream. I ain't do them yet. Hey, look, my Instagram and my X handle is iamzomedia. My Cash App too. Y'all be sending through them Cash Apps, man. I don't know what be going on. I don't know what I got to do to get a Cash App. Don't you know I ain't get a Cash App yet? I don't know what I got to do to get a Cash App, man. Hey, Sherelle, I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real, man. I'm just keeping it real. Hey, did the film lie, Sherelle? Sherelle, you saying what I did? Did I lie on the film though? I showed you the film with my commentary. So how did I lie? I didn't lie. I kept it 100. I kept it 100. I wasn't cooking them. I was not cooking them. See, y'all think I was cooking them. I was just talking about their play. I wasn't cooking them. Now, we can take it there if you want to. Just let me know. We can get the cooking going if you wanted to. Just let me know. Just let me know. Hey, I'm trying to tell him. I'm trying to tell him down to earth. I'm trying to tell him, man. Hey, MSL, what's going on, man? What's going on, man? Hey, you can do what you want, and you can sit what you want, the angel. Nobody worrying about her, man. She get it cooking too. She ain't off limits. Hey, man, I ain't worrying about. Hey, Billy Dancy, I ain't worrying about none of that. We can't be dethroned, man. We built the throne. We can't be dethroned. We built it. Anybody that gets it, they just renting it. Hey, look, man, I can't wait for Thursday. Hey, I can't wait for Thursday, man. This 4-hour stream gonna be some of my best work. Best work. This gonna be some of my best work. This gonna be some of my best work right here on Thursday. Some of my best work. I'm look. I'm talking chef kiss. I'm talking grandma put a foot in it. I'm talking best work. I'm talking mama threw her back out best work. I'm talking foot in it. Grandma threw her back out best work. I'm talking finger licking chef kiss. Gordon Ramsay style cooking. Look, this ain't nothing against the old Atlanta fans. This got everything to do with the new Atlanta fans, man. They getting out of hand, man, and I just gotta put them back and I gotta get them in line. That's all I'm doing. I don't got ATL getting bounced in the first round. So, Brad, why you lying? I don't got now look, Uncle J.E. Don't be okay. Look at Uncle J.E., man. Uncle J.E. said, I see Asia trying to bring the ball up now. Angel changing the position in the league. What? Do I got to go show you Asia bringing the ball up court on their first championship? Do I got to show you Asia bringing the ball up court at South Carolina? What? What? You saying Angel the reason Asia bring the ball up the court? Hey, we gotta stop this, man. I'm Uncle J.E. I was gonna let that slide, but I don't even want that narrative to be created. That's a whole lie. What? Oh man. Oh man. What? Oh man, y'all been funny as hell today, man. Hey, y'all been. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Angel trying to play like Stewie and AT. Let's stop this, man. And Elena Deladine. Let's stop this, man. And Candace Dupree. Stop this, man. See, y'all, hey, when it comes to that point forward, Candace Dupree gets disrespected all the time. They always talk about Stewie and AT. Candace Dupree won championships playing point forward. Candace Dupree gets disrespected all the time. Phoenix wouldn't have won those championships without Candace Dupree. Shout out to Lorenzo for the $5 super chat. Raven Force CC to 7 points, 3 for 11 shooting, 27%, 4 turnovers. See, I stand corrected. It was 7 points. I stand corrected. It was 7 points. Again, and that ain't nothing against her, man. It is what it is. Let them know, B. Will. I got Chicago making the playoffs. I don't know why y'all don't think Chicago making the playoffs. I don't know why y'all thinking. I don't know why y'all I don't know why y'all not I don't explain to me why y'all don't think Chicago making the playoffs. Is because there was a shit show last year? I'm for real. I think Chicago gonna be fighting for that 6 to 8 seed. I think Chicago gonna be fighting for that 6 to 8 seed with the Fever, the Valkyrie, the Temple, and Dallas. I think they're gonna be in there. And look here, I'm the only person. Look, nobody else feels this way. So I'm only speaking for me. I think y'all sleeping on Minnesota. I really think, and look, nobody else feels this way. So y'all know me. I'ma sit on the lawn by myself. Y'all just get y'all chairs ready. I think y'all sleeping on Minnesota not making the playoffs. I think Minnesota gonna make the playoffs. I really do. I really think Minnesota gonna be in the playoffs. I think y'all sleeping on Minnesota. Nobody sleeping on the Lynx. I got him number 6. That's why I got him at. I got him like 6-5. I got him 6-5. MJ say I just don't see it. Hey, Track Nation, they in the chat. Some of these people in the chat, Track Nation, cook them, Track Nation. They think the Lynx ain't gonna make the playoffs, man. They think the Lynx ain't gonna make the playoffs, man. I got Minnesota somewhere around that 6th seed. They're gonna be in the bottom half. I think Fee gonna come back just in time. I think Fee gonna come back just in time to make a push. Shout out to my brother HD in the chat. Make sure y'all go follow. Welcome to HDII TV. I think y'all overhyping the tempo. Y'all gonna be disappointed in the tempo. I think y'all overhyping the tempo. I really do. I think y'all overhyping them. I don't think they're gonna be making that much noise. I'm gonna give y'all my playoff teams. Aces, Liberty, Mercury, Dream, Fever, Lynx, Sparks, Sky. That's my playoff teams. I want to put the Mystics, but I think they one more year away. I really wanted to put the Mystics, but I think they're one more year away. I think the Mystics gonna be like the Sparks last year. They gonna be like right there, and then one of those veteran teams just gonna supersede them because they might have a back-to-back against them or something. I think they're like right there from getting in. They're gonna be better than last year, but I think they're a year too young and a veteran piece away. I'm telling y'all, I think Kiki and Citron and Shakira need one more year together, and they need a shot creator on that team. Like I don't think they got a shot creator. Cause Citron scores within the offense. Kiki, you gotta kind of like run sets to get her the ball. Like if you pay attention to the Mystics last year, they offense started to struggle once Brittany Sykes left. Because Brittany Sykes was a shot creator. That's when everything fell apart for them when Brittany Sykes left. Like they need a shot creator on that team. Because Citron can get buckets, but only if the system is flowing right. Like you need somebody that can score outside of the system. Because when your play breaks down, your bucket getters take over. They don't have that on that team. So I think they're a year away as far as experience, and they need a vet. They need a vet that can get their own bucket. Like they need a they need a they need a Kayla Thornton. They need an Enrique. Like they need somebody like that that's not really gonna mess up the young core, but still be somebody they can lean on. They don't have nobody they can really lean on. The Valkyrie, I don't got the Valkyrie making the playoffs. See, this is my thing. Shout out for the $2 chat, ST. Hey, Douglas, we been moved off of that. She ain't talking about nothing. Hey, when it comes to the Valkyrie, I think they surprised a lot of people last year. I think the Valkyrie is not going to be as good this year as they were last year. I think they surprised a lot of people. I think teams are going to be ready. See, the Valkyrie got off to a good start. And that helped them throughout the season kind of stay confident. Because that good start gave their young players confidence. I think they're going to start off slow, and you're going to really see what that team is. Just a bunch of pieces. I think that team still is a bunch of pieces. I don't think that's a real 1 through 5 team. I like Veronica Burton. I like Kayla Thornton. They got Gabby there. But I just think it's a bunch of pieces. I don't think it's a 1 through 5 starting lineup. I don't trust their front court. It's just it just doesn't. It just don't do nothing for me. I don't see them starting off fast. Hey, MSL, don't get cooked. I've been on a cooking spree all day. MSL, do not get cooked, man. I'm begging you, do not get cooked. I am begging you. I am begging you, don't get cooked. Yeah, so I got the Sky, Sparks, Lynx, Fever, Dream, Mercury, Liberty, Aces. That's my 8. Hey, but the crazy thing is that 7 and 8 seed, man. That 2nd and 8 seed, woof. I mean, that 7th and that 8th seed for the playoffs is going to be crazy. That fight in them last 10 games is going to be crazy for that 7 and 8 seed. Because if you think about it, it can be the Sky, the Sparks, the Mystics, Dallas, Valkyrie, maybe Tempo. Like, that's 6 teams. That's literally 6 teams. That's 6 teams that could get 2 spots. You're gonna have 6 teams fighting for 2 spots. It's gonna be a fun season, y'all. Because if you really think about it, when it comes to those 6 teams, the Sky, the Valkyrie, the Tempo, the Mystics, Dallas, the Sparks, they already know that. Their coach probably already telling them that. So guess what? Every game gonna matter to them this season. They gonna be playing hard as hell, which I would, and that's what I want. Because I want to see all these teams play hard as hell, so we can really establish who the big dogs is. Because there's too many nights where players get to have a night off, man. I need every night to be a battle, so we can really see who the big dogs is. And I think with so many teams kind of in that 6 to 8 range, I think it's gonna be a fight every night. Cause I want me to tell y'all, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Want me to tell y'all something? Y'all see how we talking about these teams? I'm gonna tell y'all from my experience. You as a team, we got even more knowledge. I need y'all to think about something. We're on the outside looking in, talking about where these teams are gonna land. They're on the inside. They know who's hurt. They know who's not playing well. They know how the roster is looking. They know how the coach is coaching. They know how the team morale is before we even know. Trust me, y'all. This is coming from experience. All of these teams know where they're going to finish. Trust me. All of these teams know they got three spots where they know they're going to finish at, whether it be like 1 to 3 or 6 to 8 or 4 to 7. Trust me, y'all. All of these teams know exactly where they're probably going to finish at. So I want y'all to know that. So with that being said, a lot of these teams know who going to be in the running to finish at those spots. So watch how hard the Valkyrie played the Sparks this year. Watch how hard the Chicago-Dallas game is or the Chicago-Sparks game. Watch how hard those games are. Watch how hard those teams play. It's going to be those teams right there that are going to have the best games. Watch. Because every game to them going to matter because they know that team is kind of in their range. Watch. That's why I love it. What's going on, T. Carmilla? That's why I love having so many teams probably vying for that 6 to 8 spot because teams already know. And training camp just started. But they know. They can look at their rosters, look at other. They know. They know where they're going to finish. Yeah, T. Carmilla, they already know. They just not going to tell the public. They're going to get on the microphone and give you the political speech. We fighting hard as hell to get the number 1 seed and beat everybody. They know. We know who got the goods and who don't. Don't let them fool you. When you walk in that locker room the first day of practice, you know where your team's going to finish. You know if you're going to be good. You know if you're going to be middle of the pack. You know if you're going to be fighting to try to make the playoff. You know. You trust me. You know. Every now and then you'll get an anomaly in there that they won't actually say they didn't believe they could or couldn't. but you pretty much gotta, before you even walk in the facility, when you look at the roster, you pretty much got a understanding of where your team's gonna be. That's why you see those teams that look like they're gonna be mediocre. If you ever notice teams that look like they're gonna be mediocre at the first practice, what they always talk about, we just trying to get better every day. We just working on the things we can't control. Pay attention. Teams that are being mediocre, they always say the same things. We're just trying to get better every day. We're trying to build chemistry, and we're trying to just do what we're trying to just control what we can control. That's that's team speech. That means I know we might not make the playoffs. If we play good, we might, but we'll probably lose in the first round. That's that speech. That's teams that get that speech. That's the kind of team that is. But man, shout out to all of y'all, man. Appreciate the super chats. Again, we'll be live probably about 8:30. 8:30, we'll be doing the Valkyrie and talk about y'all defensive player, Gabby Williams, and Kayla Thornton coming back from injury. Shout out to all of y'all for pulling up, rocking with the boy for 2.5 hours, man. It's all love, all support. You already know what it is. Shout out to the Atlanta Dream, Raven Johnson, Indiana Fever, the Valkyrie, the Chicago Sky, the Las Vegas Aces, the New York Liberty, the Mercury, Seattle Storm, everybody, man. Shout out to all these women getting their new contract. The season is up, man. The CBA got these women getting paid, man. Make sure y'all go buy their jerseys. Make sure y'all go sell out these crowds. Shout out to everybody who pulling up with us on May 3rd. I'm actually working on us a booth May 3rd. I'm actually in conversation with somebody. So if you are, we gonna be at the game on May 3rd. I'm working on a booth for us. I'm actually talking to somebody this week about it. So if you are coming May 3rd, send me an email at iamzomedia. If you go into the Aces Dallas Wings game in Austin, at the Moody Center, send me an email. Shout out to everybody that already hit me up. Yeah, B Will gonna be there. Scott gonna be there. We working on the boot. We gonna have a boot for all iamzomedia. I'm working on getting that for us. We're gonna have our boot. We're gonna have our liquor, our own food, everything. We're gonna cut up, man. It's gonna be good to see some of y'all in person finally. It's gonna be so good to see some of y'all in person finally, man. But shout out to B Will and Scott. They already confirmed with me. If you come into the Dallas Wings game in Austin versus the Aces on May 3rd, send me an email so I can add you as a member for the booth. ST. Hey, ST, send me an email. iamzomedia so I can get you added. Send me an email. What's going on? We all love sports. Send me an email, ST, so I can get you added to the guest list. Again, as long as you got a ticket to get in the game, you can come to my booth. You just got to have a ticket to get in the game. If you got a ticket to get in the game, that's why I've been telling people, get the cheapest ticket because you're coming in my booth. So even if you got the cheapest ticket, you can still come in my booth. So get the cheapest ticket you can find because you're coming in the booth anyway. But you got to be a member of iamzomedia, man. Only my members. This is for my members. That you ain't got to pay for no drinks, no food, everything already taken care of, man. Yeah, send it whenever you get to it, ST. Send it whenever you get to it. Again, you don't got to get no food or drinks at the game. I'm gonna take care of you, man. This is only for my members. So if you're a member of my channel and you'll be in Austin May 3rd, send me an email. Send me an email. And we gonna have fun, man. It's gonna be good to see y'all in person. I might slap a couple of y'all, but it's gonna be good to see y'all in person. But again, send me an email to iamzomedia if you coming. Get the cheapest ticket you can find because you coming to my booth anyway. But shout out to all of y'all, man. Y'all be cool. Y'all be smooth. We'll see you on the next one.
be saying I do the most. They be saying I do the most. They be saying I do the most. They be saying I do the most.
Yo, iamzomedia, one of them ones, breaking down the women's game from 3, 2, 1. It's Prince, baby. Y'all been acting dense lately, running laps around y'all like Coach Neal's baby. Our King's plans putting a program on a pedestal. Y'all ain't even at the tippy top of the reticle. Y'all ain't on the radar. I am the sword onto the Rangers, the internet savior, greater than the greatest. What the weaklings whine and hate it. I go hard in the paint, not even Candace can fade this. Pay attention to the channel, not the analyst cameras. Turn the cameras to me, cause they just can't handle it. It's free information. The same info could change your life and lead you to salvation. All I ask is that you tell the world about me, not the Masons. Who else you know do it like this on a daily basis?
They be saying I do the most. They be saying I do the most. They be saying I do the most.